Carlos, what tattoo are you going to get if you win the Australian Open?
It is a kangaroo.
Kangaroo?
It's
Where?
a kangaroo. I have a spot here.
Carlos Alcaraz Obliterated, $500,000 penalty, tech cheating allegations, and a career on the brink. Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because what you're about to hear isn't just another chapter in tennis controversy. This is a seismic rupture ripping through the heart of the Australian Open itself. A scandal so colossal, so unheard of, it makes every past racket smash and umpire meltdown look like civilized small talk over tea at an exclusive country club. The Golden Child. Tennis's chosen one. The reigning world number one. Carlos Alcaraz. And now, his entire career may be collapsing before it ever truly reached its peak. In a move that has sent shockwaves echoing across the global sports landscape, ATP authorities and Australian Open executives have effectively dropped a bomb in the middle of Melbourne Park. The result? A jaw-dropping, record-breaking, potentially career-ending fine of $500,000. $500,000. Take a moment and let that sink in. And here's the brutal reality: the money may be the smallest problem Alcaraz is facing. The charge? Technological doping. Two words that strike fear: affecting recovery or sleep data. According to leaked investigative findings, forensic tech analysts uncovered evidence suggesting haptic feedback activation during key moments of the match. In plain terms, the device may have been vibrating, possibly delivering signals, maybe even real-time guidance, while he was actively competing. And the fallout was immediate. His semifinal clash with Alexander Zverev? Suspended indefinitely. The investigation? Now international, involving global forensic experts. His reputation? Dangling by a thread over a cliff of public disgrace. This is Court Vision Media, and today we're going further than ever before, straight into the eye of the storm being dubbed Wristband Gate. We have Australian Open. If you care about tennis, fairness, or the truth, you need to stay locked in until the final word. Hit that like button right now if you want the raw, unfiltered truth, and subscribe to Court Vision Media so you don't miss a single update as this story evolves by the hour. Let's step into the chaos. The figure dominating every sports ticker, news feed, and social platform worldwide right now is staggering: $500,000. To put that into perspective, players usually face fines of a few $1,000s for smashing a racket, $10,000 for abusing an umpire, $20,000 for skipping press duties. But $500,000? That's not discipline. That's a declaration. A line drawn in the sand. A warning shot fired directly at Alcaraz. As dawn broke over Melbourne Park and fans queued for what they believed would be a routine day of elite tennis, officials released a statement so explosive it eclipsed every other sports headline instantly. After what they described as an exhaustive inspection of the wearable tech Alcaraz used throughout the tournament, authorities claim century. At the center of this firestorm sits the Whoop 4.0 fitness tracker. Whoop is a global leader in wearable performance tech, a fabric band monitoring heart rate variability, recovery, sleep quality, strain, respiration, and more. Millions wear it. Elite athletes swear by it. Carlos Alcaraz is a flagship ambassador, wearing it in training, recovery, and yes, during matches. And that's where everything spirals. On the ATP Tour, passive wearable tech is generally allowed. Tournaments like Madrid, Miami, Indian Wells, and Rome permit devices that record data only for post-match analysis. But Grand Slams operate under a far stricter framework governed by the ITF. Their rule is absolute: no outside assistance of any kind during play. No coaching. No signals. No technology intervening. You are alone. And according to ATP officials, Alcaraz's device crossed that line. They claim the wristband was not passive, but active. Their reports specifically reference haptic feedback, meaning tactile vibrations delivering information silently. The same tech used by smartphones, smartwatches, and vehicles, but utterly forbidden in a Grand Slam match. Imagine what a vibration could represent mid-match: a breathing cue, heart rate regulation prompt, intensity alert, or even tactical signal. The possibilities are endless and terrifying for the sport's integrity. Officials insist this isn't speculation. They say device logs show vibration timestamps aligning with pivotal match moments, particularly during the fourth-round encounter against Tommy Paul, when Alcaraz's body language and performance shifted dramatically. That evidence, they claim, justified the largest fine in modern tennis history. Picture Rod Laver Arena, Alcaraz under pressure, humidity crushing, heart racing. A vibration. A pause, question tearing tennis apart. With hindsight, the Tommy Paul match now looks suspiciously different. Analysts are combing frame by frame, noting moments when Alcaraz struggled physically, gasping, sweating, visibly taxed by brutal conditions, before a sudden reset. One moment in particular stands out: Alcaraz adjusting his wristband, tapping it, glancing down. At the time, commentators brushed it off. Now, leaked data suggests that exact moment coincided with a logged haptic event. Seconds later, his breathing steadied. Errors vanished. Tactics sharpened. He surged, and Tommy Paul never recovered. Paul has remained publicly silent, but sources close to his camp describe intense anger. To fight the world number one at full throttle, only to learn he may have received biofeedback assistance, feels like betrayal. Like competing in different realities. And it may not stop there. Investigators reportedly found multiple haptic incidents across multiple matches, not just against Paul. Every opponent now potentially has grounds for appeal. Lawsuits, ranking disputes, prize money claims, the chaos could be monumental. Now, the immediate fallout. The anticipated Alcaraz-Zverev semifinal, sold out, globally hyped, ticket prices soaring, has been plunged into limbo. ATP officials announced an unprecedented move: a full inspection of every piece of Alcaraz's equipment. Shoes, rackets, clothing, bags, everything. Shoes, because smart insoles forensic evidence vault beneath Melbourne Park. RF scanners, Bluetooth detectors, and signal analyzers are tearing it apart. Until officials are 100% satisfied, Alcaraz will not step onto court. Meanwhile, Zverev waits, unsure whether to prepare, practice, or brace for a walkover. A fierce advocate of fair play, he despises even the scent of rule bending. If Alcaraz is disqualified, Zverev advances, but does anyone want a Grand Slam final that way? Alcaraz's camp is fighting back hard. Coach Juan Carlos Ferrero and his team immediately rejected the accusations as baseless, absurd, and defamatory. They insist the Wristband is strictly passive. Any vibration, they argue, could have been a battery alert, Bluetooth disconnect, or forgotten alarm, nothing more. Whoop CEO Will Ahmed joined the battle publicly, declaring, "Data is not steroids." He slammed tennis authorities as technophobic, pointing out the device has no screen, speaker, or microphone, calling the allegations science fiction. The contradiction is glaring: the ATP allows wearables weekly. Why is Melbourne different? Investigators now face a critical challenge, proving not just vibration, but external transmission. Rumors suggest devices belonging to Alcaraz's entire team have been seized, searching for matching timestamps. If found, the consequences could be devastating: suspension, disqualification, legacy damage. Online, chaos reigns. #WristbandGate trends worldwide. Personified. Seeing his integrity questioned hurts the sport. Still, $500,000 isn't handed out lightly. This scandal is the culmination of a long-brewing war between tradition and technology. Tennis clings to its past while athletes embrace data-driven performance. Where's the line? Alcaraz may be the test case, the warning shot. 3 possible outcomes now hang over this unfolding saga: complete exoneration, where the fine is overturned, Carlos Alcaraz is fully cleared, and Alexander Zverev must prepare to face him; a compromise, in which the fine remains, wearable technology is banned, and the semifinal is allowed to proceed, or the nightmare scenario, disqualification and suspension, marking one of the darkest chapters in modern tennis history. For now, the semifinal remains suspended, and the entire sporting world waits. Through all the noise, it's worth remembering that Carlos Alcaraz is human, young, under immense pressure, and accused of betraying the sport he loves. Rules matter, and integrity must be protected, but without undeniable proof of deliberate signaling, the punishment feels excessive. Tennis must safeguard fairness without destroying its own future through uncertainty. Alcaraz never needed technology to be great, he is greatness, but if the data ultimately proves otherwise, accountability must follow. Until then, we wait for the verdict. Share your thoughts in the comments, smash like if this deep dive mattered to you, and subscribe to Court Vision Media with notifications on. We go live the moment the final decision drops. This is Court Vision Media, signing off. Keep your eyes on the court and your wrists.
And I hope we see you back here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's